Hey guys, I'm back with another isolation build. This time I'm taking on a small little build of doing the Kyber crystals. I've done a Kyber crystal before, but I kind of wanted to improve upon it as we found some pigments in the shed that we cleared out, so I can actually colour resin now. So that's fun. So what I'm just starting off with is a couple of bits of 10mm EVA foam glued together. I've just drawn out the pattern for the crystal shapes on there that I wanted. Carved all the edges out roughly with the Stanley blade. Oh, I dropped that one. Then just cleaned up the edges with the rotary tool on the Dremel. Didn't clean them up a huge amount, still wanted a couple of like little sort of chunks here and there because just wanted to make it look a bit more like natural stone, but it's no biggie. And then just had to make a box for them to go in, so glued them to a bit of foam core and then made some little foam core walls around them because I was going to use this to cast them in some silicone. Now this is just a standard casting silicone I have. I think it's not the best to use for the clear resin I used in the end, but it's all I got, so I had to use it up. So I just tore it out of the foam core and had to cut open some slight sections of the mould so I could get the foam crystals back out. And just to test, make sure there wasn't going to be any areas that had any problem sort of air bubbles building up, just cast it in the normal casting resin I have. Pop those out and yeah, those seem to be fine. So then went ahead and cast them in the clear resin. Now this stuff takes about 48 hours to set, and it's the first time I actually used pigments with it, so it's a little bit of trial and error still, kind of getting to know how this resin works. And this is what they look like pulled out of the mould. Kind of look like sour gummy sweets. So that texture on the surface, I had to sand that back, trying to smooth that out a little bit. Did that with a couple of tools on the Dremel, and again, getting used to the resin. You can see there's some air bubbles that come to the surface, but with more sanding I did get rid of those. And then I moved on to using wet and dry sandpaper, moved up through the grits, so like 400, 800, 1200, just trying to get the surface as smooth as possible. And this is what the final result looks like. And I dropped that again. And for the red one I decided to engrave a little bit of Orabesh on the front with my little handheld engraver. And just to make that stand out a bit more, just went over it some really watered down black acrylic paint, so we got in the grooves of the lettering. So the resin isn't really that shiny. I don't have the right polish to bring it up to a shine either, so what I did was sprayed over with this, which is a Montana acrylic varnish spray, which is a gloss, and then decided which wires to sort of wrap my crystal in. So for the red one I went for the copper wire, started from the bottom, made sure I super glued bits in place, wrapped it all the way up to the top, super glued the top in place as well, and there you go. That's what the final result of the crystals look like. So that was another quick little make, just using stuff I already had. This is a bit more specialist because I already had some particular resin. Stay safe everybody out there, and as always, thank you very much to my supporters on Patreon. If you want to support me on Patreon, not that you have to do, subscribing and sharing the videos does help as well, so that's always appreciated. But if you do want to support, links as always at the end of my videos and in the description below. So thank you to my patrons Jeff, Kenny and to Rye for helping support this channel, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care, and as always, may the Force be with you.